Welcome to Whole Bible Study with your host, me, Tad Inoue. Before we read, here's a quick recap to drop us back into the story. Israel has left Mount Sinai after nearly a year of instruction and organization. That's Numbers chapters 1 through 10. The tribes were arranged around the tabernacle, duties were assigned, and the travel signals were set with the silver trumpets. When the cloud lifted, they marched. In Numbers chapter 11, the first days on the road exposed strain. Public grumbling spread through the camp. Moses hit a breaking point. God shared his load with 70 elders, and the craving for meat ended in judgment at Kibroth Hitva, the graves of craving. That's where we stand now, a community on the move, holiness in motion, and pressure testing leadership. Numbers chapter 11 shifts the tension inside the leadership circle itself, raising the questions of jealousy, calling, and how God safeguards his purposes among those he has chosen. Now let's read Numbers chapter 12 directly from the text. Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses because of his Cushite wife, for he had married a Cushite. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? He asked. Has he also spoken through us? And the Lord heard this. Now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, come out to the tent of meeting, all three of you. So the three of them came out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance of the tent and summoned Aaron and Miriam. Then both of them stepped forward. He said, listen to my words. When the prophet of the Lord is among you, I reveal myself to him in visions. I speak to him in dreams. But this is not true for my servant Moses. He is faithful in all of my house. With him I speak face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. Then the cloud lifted from above the tent, and there stood Miriam, leprous, like snow. Aaron turned toward her and saw that she had leprosy, and he said to Moses, please, my Lord, do not hold against us the sin we have so foolishly committed. Do not let her be like the stubborn infant coming from its mother's womb, with its flesh half eaten away. So Moses cried out to the Lord, oh God, please heal her. The Lord replied to Moses, if her father had spit in her face, would she not have been in disgrace for 7 days? Confine her outside the camp for 7 days. After that, she can be brought back. So Miriam was confined outside the camp for 7 days, and the people did not move on, and they did not move on until she was brought back. After that, the people left Hazeroth and encamped in the desert of Paran. A brief theological touchstone. Numbers 12 shows that jealousy is a spiritual threat even among mature leaders. Miriam and Aaron's critique begins a personal complaint, but becomes a challenge to Moses' unique calling. God clarifies that ordinary prophetic revelation is not the same as Moses' face-to-face role. The issue is vocation, not status. Moses' humility is the model, authority without self-assertion. And his intercession for Miriam shows that true leadership seeks restoration and not revenge. The community's 7-day pause underscores that envy harms the whole body until reconciliation occurs. So let's close with a brief blessing. Lord, teach us humility where pride wants recognition, and give us discernment where jealousy disguises itself as fairness. Guard our communities from rivalry and grant us the grace to wait for one another until restoration is complete. Make our leadership serve your call, not our egos. Amen. Thank you for listening. If this reading helped you, please subscribe. Please leave a comment and please share it with someone who might need it. These studies are part of Mustard Seed Ministries. Your support on Patreon, the link is in the bio, helps keep us teaching and producing the Bible Building Podcast. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next chapter soon.